Hey guys, it's Amy and welcome to Become Your Own Favorite Chef. We've made a lot of main dishes and a few sides, but you can never have enough sides, right? So I'm going to teach you how to make succotash. It's just succotash. It's like creamed corn but with a lot more veggies, and it's got a nice little kick to it, and it goes perfectly with any meal, winter, summer. It's awesome. So let's get started. Alright, first step is to make really healthy, crispy, amazing vegetables. A little fattening, but it's a necessary step for delicious succotash. So I've got 4 tablespoons of butter here. We're going to melt those. You can use margarine if you want, but we're going to make a roux with this, and real butter is the best way to go. I am going to use a family size of baby frozen lima beans. Babies are the best. They don't get too mushy like the Ford hooks. But lima beans and corn are the main ingredients in succotash, so you want mostly lima beans and corn. Since these are frozen, I'm going to put them in first before I add my fresh ingredients. Let them kind of cook down, get room temperature. Okay, after our limas have softened up a little bit, we can add our other ingredients. Here I have chopped some red bell pepper, an orange bell pepper, and then half of a very large yellow onion. What you want to do here is make these consistent sizes. It's very important. Succotash has even pieces. And so we've got our baby limas, we've got little corn. You want these to be about the same pieces as everything else. You want to keep it consistent. Because part of the beauty of succotash is the beauty and how pretty it is. Let's go ahead and add these in. If you are not into chopping, I'm sure you can find these chopped and frozen, and that's fine too. I'm going to use 2 of these 15-ounce cans of whole kernel corn. I've already drained them. Again, you could use this much corn from a frozen package, and that would be okay. Lots of veggies. There's already a lot of flavor in this, but just to give it a little bit more, I'm going to add a tablespoon of minced garlic. If you don't like garlic, you can leave it out. Okay, I'm going to stir all this up. I'm going to let these cook down for 7 or 8 minutes until everything starts to cook together. Then we're going to make a roux and add lots of other flavors to really give it an amazing kick. And our final step is to add some cream to make it succotash. So it's been about 8 minutes here, and once you see that your onion's starting to become translucent, a little see-through, we can move on to the next step, seasonings. Now y'all know me, I like a little kick in things, and as you can be your own favorite chef, you can add your own favorite seasonings, but these are my suggestions. I like it to be a little spicy, so we're going to start off with a little bit of Cajun seasoning. And I'm going to use a whole teaspoon here. Usually put in about 2 teaspoons, but I like to taste as I go. You can always add extra seasonings, but you can't take it back. Once it's too salty, you've ruined it. So be careful. Start off with just 1 teaspoon because Cajun seasoning is salty. Then I've got ground paprika. This doesn't give it too much of a heaty kick. It just makes it taste smoky, gives it a lot of flavor. So we're going to do 1 teaspoon of smoked ground paprika. And the real kick in the back of your throat is ground cayenne pepper. This stuff can get bad, so I'm only going to start off with half a teaspoon. And you know your seasoning is good if you start seeing the juices at the bottom turn a little red, then you know it's going to be spicy. Next up, we're going to make our roux. We've got those 4 tablespoons of butter mixed in here. And a roux is equal parts of flour and butter, so we're going to add 4 tablespoons of flour. What this is going to do is thicken this up, so when we add cream, it really isn't just liquid cream and some veggies, it really is like congealed and, well, that sounds gross, in a good way, congealed in a good way, and just a real thick, amazing sauce. So 4 tablespoons here. Now the trick is to let this flour cook the flour flavor out. If you added cream now, it would be nasty and it would taste like flour, and that flour flavor would not go away. So I'm gonna let this cook for about another 5 minutes, lid off, let that flour cook down, and then we'll add our cream. It's been about 5 minutes. I've been stirring occasionally, making sure all the flour does get cooked out. It's smelling amazing. So it's time to add just a little bit of salt and pepper. So just a little for now. And our last step is to add heavy whipping cream. We're not going to add a bunch. For this enormous amount of succotash, I'm going to add about a cup. Again, I don't want this to be primarily cream. We want it to be primarily veggies, but we want it to be very creamy. Right now you see how it's thin and sinking to the bottom. Well, we're going to turn our heat from medium to about medium-low. And we're going to let this just slowly cook together. And that roux that we created with all that flour is going to really thicken this up so that it doesn't look soupy, but that it holds together well. So I'm going to stir this occasionally for about another 10 minutes. Then we're going to start our taste test. And you can start adding things that you like. If you want it a little hotter, you can do whatever you want with it so that you're your own favorite chef. Alright, you see how amazing and thick this looks? That's the texture we're looking for. But we gotta make sure the taste is right. It's good. I definitely taste the veggies, but there's no kick yet. It needs some more. So I'm gonna go ahead and add, let's do another half a teaspoon of our ground cayenne pepper. And I'm gonna do another full teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. I think it needs a little more salt, so this will definitely hit that salt as well. I could actually taste the paprika pretty well. I might leave that one alone. But again, don't be scared to try stuff. If you want yours more garlic, you add more garlic or some garlic salt. You know, figure out kind of what you like. So I'm just going to stir this up and keep tasting it until it's exactly what I want. I have a feeling this might be it though. Let me wash this off. Okay. Oh no. That's it. That's delicious. I can taste a little bit of that heat. And the longer I keep this on the stove, the hotter those spices are going to grow. So since I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And also, texture is important. I need to mention that. You want still the vegetables to crunch and have some texture. You don't want to overcook this where it turns into mush. If you want mush, you can make mashed potatoes, right? If you want it a little softer, you can cook it a little bit longer, but we're ready to go. So I hope you guys enjoy, and remember, be your own favorite chef.